Hey Rebels. Okay, so if you don't want to hear cursing, if you don't want to hear something that sounds close to a tantrum, I suggest that you click off. But Spirit said we are about to have a very direct, um, investigative conversation about you and someone who keeps on bothering you and your energy. And yeah, so I leave more for after these messages. Um, so it says, the turtle with calm. The turtle's wisdom teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it with determination and sincerity. You may be engaged, ooh, you may be encouraged, projection bullshit. You may be encouraged to take a break in your busy life and look around or within you for more grounded, long lasting solutions. Hello, Rebels. Okay, now let's get to this bullshit. Okay, so the song, listen, the song downloads, I'm telling you, baby, they like, ooh, they didn't trigger me in the sense of, oh my goodness, I'm scared, I'm so frightened. It triggered me in one of those, how you will fight harder for your friends than you will fight for yourself type of energies. And so with that message being said, Spirit is saying definitely, yeah, so they need you to still have that energy to fend for yourself, but they need you to do it in a calm, smooth, sexy, classy type of way. They said watch that sexiness, because this person, whomever the fuck this person is, they really think that your sexiness, anything about your sexiness, anything about your trauma, anything about your anything, is you flirting with them, is you giving them a fucking invitation, is you giving them an invite, because this motherfucker is, not only are they cowardly, they are Salem is what is it? Happy Dale, Arsenic and Old Lates. I love that movie with Cary Grant. But anyway, like it's very fucking crazy, and like they are like they Silence of the Lamb, all types of that Netflix show you. This person is fucking insane beyond the mint brain and the particles that they want to call cells. Okay, Spirit said this person might even be somebody who locked up in jail. Nursery rhyme on that shit. Okay, so the song that came through that had got my ass just like, what the fuck? Oh hell no, let me go pull cards on this. It is what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? What got me? Okay, so let me pull my handy dandy notebook. This motherfucker, we better start keeping track of this shit or some shit. So the handy dandy notebook. Now, the years 2021, 1997, or 1984 may be relevant to you. But what caught my attention? Okay, so let's go a little bit in order. So what had happened was that I was doing my shit, right? Doing, well, not my shit, but I was doing what I do with my life at the time that I was doing it with my life, right? And and all of a sudden I'm hearing Casey and JoJo. Crazy, 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 crazy. Just thinking about you. Crazy, 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 because I can't hold you. Crazy, 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 because I can never see you again. And then I'm here and I finally realized that you are my true love. And I was like, oh, motherfucker, no, no, the fuck, we are not doing this shit. What the, honey? So I quickly ran to my office and I'm like, what in the Kevin Gates is fucking going on? Because that motherfucker, he crazy too. Even though he tapped back and forth between his spiritual and his dark. He be in alignment with all the shit that he choose, and he be working for the devil a lot. Yeah. But he doing it in honesty and truth. So the universe ain't got too much against it. Okay. But anyway. So crazy, the song crazy crazy but Casey and JoJo, two hyphen ass motherfuckers. Okay, the part that played up in the video up in my head was when Casey other ass said over there and linked into the camera like crazy crazy, right? Okay, it's from the movie Save the Last Dance with what's her name, Julia Stiles and Sean Patrick Thomas. Now, when I saw Sean Patrick Thomas, his name, it made me think of the movie Power, right? It made me think about, the Patricks, the St. Patricks, right? But it also sort of like, it definitely entwined with each other because it had me thinking, and like, no, it didn't have me thinking. The shit just clicked in. Let's stop saying we were thinking about shit that we weren't thinking about shit. This is very important right over here. Okay, stop saying that you're thinking about some shit that is obviously clicking in to register to be facts and proof. The dots are fucking connected. Somebody else did the math equation and the fucking homework for you. And here, even the teacher already know that the assignment was done for you, but you still getting an A. Okay, group work, whatever the fuck you want to sit over and call it. The ancestors, the spirits, and everything else, honey, this shit. I already asked for permission, so I have the right and the right of my audacity to be rageful. I'm doing this on behalf of you, okay? Because this is how serious this shit is, especially with summertime, right here, present, coming around the corner. Motherfuckers be having that shit confused too, because just because it's hot outside, and this is why I'm hot, this is why you're not. Anyway, just because it get hot outside, people think that it's fucking summertime. No, summertime does not start until the fucking end of June. That's why it be hot as hell in July, August, and the beginning of September. Y'all be trying to cut spring short, okay? Spring lasts all the way damn near to the very end of June. Stop cutting spring short. So get off your hot ass shit, okay? Spirit say, cotton, look, it's a lot of hot tail motherfuckers and nasty D people and itchy chew people who, trying to make their way your way. Ain't no shorty swing my way about shit. Anyway, so that shit set on and popped up in my head. Now I was like, oh the fuck no. So then I started hearing dun 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 dun. I'm like, oh, Beverly Hills Cop. And I was like, oh, this is a bougie motherfucker, and this motherfucker just know they're trying to cover themselves up. Honey, let me say, let me tell you. Okay, so with Beverly Hills Cop, okay, so his name is the guy who the song is by is I know I'm gonna get it wrong, even though I get it right when I shut the hell up. That's a message for somebody. You know you're gonna get it wrong, but you know you get it right when you shut the hell up. Anyway, his name is Howard Flortmeyer. Honey, I'm just so tight up in the jaw area that it's just stiff chin. Okay. But anyway, the song is called Axel F, right? And when I saw Axel F, I was like, oh, Axel's fucked. Okay, which made me think about one of my kids' fathers, right? I remember this one time that this dude, he was driving on a broken axle on his car, trying to get to the bar. Yes, a whole bunch of kitty shit going on. He was driving on a broken axle on his car, trying to get to the bar. And literally, I lived right across the street from the bar at this point in time. But this mother fool was just so fucking crazy. This was the type of person, I'm about to say some stuff by myself. This was the type of person who would put $2 in a gas tank and get 4 black and miles every day after he got off of work. Talking about $2 get him. Okay, he was not one to fill up his tank. He just did the bare minimum because we stayed in a small town, and this motherfucker he was driving off that $2 in the fumes. Okay, right. So that has a lot to do with this motherfucker and these motherfuckers who going on over here. Okay, so. And then other thing about it, like I couldn't see out the window and see that it was him or his noisy ass car and everything. But the motherfucker was going over there because I taught him how to play pool, and he was winning. Let me tell you, this motherfucker was so addicted to playing pool that honey, listen, my child was supposed to be born one day and came on the other side of midnight. Okay, and I called over there to the bar to let him know, like, hey, I'm in labor, and this mug came over. I'm winning the competition and stuff. Oh, you in labor? I'll meet you at the hospital. Long story. Anyway, so it made me think of Axel's fuck. But then, okay, so with this Axel F from Beverly Hills Cop, the anthem, what clicked into my brain is that this motherfucker is on a bougie assignment. Whomever this person is for you, whomever these people are for you, are on a bougie assignment. That they want you to lock them up with your sexuality. They want you to lock them up with everything that is seductive about you that other people like, that they want to pull from you. They want to suck from you like some goddamn leeches and just Spirit said, do realize this person does not know what love is. This person does not even know, these people do not even know what love of themselves is, okay? Now it's going to get a little bit incestual because of the back and forth of us talking about an individual and talking about the family gift that was given, okay? And I'm giving you a pre-warning, so just go ahead and align your mind into making it make sense, unless it makes sense for you to, that using your discernment actually does apply the insexual stuff. Not my business. But anyway, so back to the message, which all of this is a message. So what was even more interesting about this Axel F. Beverly Hills Cop anthem, this song is 3 minutes and 4 seconds. And if you know anything about the old school calculator thing, especially since this was a song from 1984, if you turn the 304 upside down, it means hoe. It means hoe. Okay? It says hoe. It reads hoe. Okay? So this hoe, this mother, listen, they are a hoe for attention and they are a hoe for you, but do understand Blue's Clues, since we have our handy dandy notebook in hand. Spirit is saying that this person, the moment, if you allow them if you allow them to be as they want to be with you, do understand part of what they want to be with you is fucking confusing, as they were before, even worse than what they were before. All right. And we about to get into these cards on the table. But honey, I told you when I said it was a lot, it was a lot. Honey, once again, this is why you're hot and this is why they're not. So what's gonna even make this shit even more further confusing about them, that they want to bring the confusion of you, is the fact they're confused about how the fuck they feel about you. They feel they feel that this is love. They feel that, like, because they can't stop thinking about you, because they're so drawn to you, that they realize the missteps and the misfortunes of their ways and their ways of life, that they fucking understand it at the time, that the moment that they chose the shit, and that they would conditioned into. But they also, once again, they understood the shit. They understood the shit, right? Okay, they knew there was good people out there. They knew there was decent people out there, even as decent as some would say Kevin Gates is. Anyway, they understood this shit, right? They knew the assignment. They chose to ignore the assignment. They allowed you to flow free and go free off on your own and have to heal yourself all on your own. I'm hearing Patti LaBelle, on my own. However the rest of that song go, honey. Patti is not going to distract us well past right now. But anyway, so this person they knew that how you felt about them was authentic, that it was real, that you was even willing to get down with them, because that was the place where you were at in life. That was the acceptance. Even though you ignored parts of you were willing to ignore parts of you in order to be with them. You was willing to stop your elevator ride at they fucking floor, whether it was going up or down. You was willing to stop your elevator ride. And spirit really wants you to know that this person is going to further confuse themselves. Because you know what the goods are. You know what the goods ain't now. You've had enough time away from this person. Okay, you had enough, answers given to you that you didn't, that your one of your classmates who you didn't even know liked you gave you the fucking answers, and you didn't even know why. They gave you the answers, and you was able to do the math backwards to realize how they came up with that answer. So work out those resolutions yourself. And that's how spirit and ancestors work with you, right? They gave you the answers. They said equals. Everything else is alphabetical letters. Whatever the, and I'm great at math. Whatever the fucking letters is called, in parentheses, in brackets, in the fucking fractions and parentheses, and multiplication, and whether you do multiplication, division, addition, or subtraction first. All this shit. They let you work out that shit. They just gave you the fucking answer. And you worked out all that shit. No matter how long it was for you to figure out that equation, no matter how many times you had to Einstein, Nikola Tesla, try to figure that shit out. You went back and you did the fucking math, and you was like, oh, resolution, cool, right? But this gang banging ass motherfucker, I don't even know which gang they are. Are they a part of a racist cult? Are they a part of some gang like we on the street type stuff? Are they a part of, Babysitters Club or the Women's Club or the Men's Club. I don't know what the fuck type of Applebee's type shit they own, okay? But it's the discount shit that everybody go for the cheap date. Anyways, I ain't been to Applebee's in a long time, but I really did enjoy they Cajun shrimp Alfredo. Yeah, I had artichoke hearts up in it too. Choke the fuck out of you. But anyway, I'm gonna have to make that for myself again. Cause sometimes you gotta learn the recipe to shit. You gotta go and taste some shit. And then take it back home. And then like do the whole figuring out the recipe and shit on your own. And so you can go make that shit for yourself when you want it. So you don't need the shit from other people. You know that whole thing of teaching a man a fish and teach him how to cook it for himself versus cooking a fish for somebody. Yeah, and that's what I like to do with the whole Applebee's, that recipe thing. I figured it out. I got it down good. Didn't even have to Google that shit. I don't even know if it's on Google. But anyway, in Magnolia Bakery, they banana pudding. And let me stop talking about food because we can't eat until after we get this done. Anyway, but the even more confusing part about this person that's gonna come in is that they do not understand themselves, nor do they pay attention to themselves. They are so fucking impulsive to the instant gratification of not even understanding themselves to realize that they don't really love you. They just don't like what they can't have. They just like things on easy street. Even if it's down on Skid Row, Little Shop of Horror. Honey, listen now, speaking of Little Shop of Horror, baby, I'm going to finish this part of the message and then we're going to get to it because it is a Little Shop of Horror. And the next song that was a download is a Little Shop of Horror, baby, because if you were a teenager in the 90s and you was watching, what was that robot, the first AI chick, Frida, or whatever the case may be, or you was watching fucking, what was it, 106 in Park, or whatever the fuck the MTV shit was and everything else. I don't even know if this video was on MTV. It might have made it on MTV. But anyway, baby, this was way after the box. I'm telling my age now, but it's cool because I'm glad. Yeah. Anyway, but this person does not realize that they're very impulsive in romanticizing what is easy. Pause. Once again, they are so, oh my God, they are so easy to just romanticize whatever is easy. And that's what they're doing with you. And that's what this dumb diddy motherfucker has done. And this is why there is a target on your heart. They trying to shoot that. They stole Cupid's arrows. And they put some type of a spell shit up on it to try to trigger your heart. They want you to forget about anything that you remember. They just want you to remember just enough that when they bring it up to apologize, confirmation, then when they bring it up to apologize, that you would just say yes. All you got to do is say yes. That flowetry shit. Okay, that's as much as the flow. Remember we was doing all the nursery rhyme shit just a couple minutes ago. Now they want to try to be a poet, and all they saying is all you got to do is say yes. How that song go? Don't deny what you feel. Let me undress you, baby. No. Oh, allow your mind to just rest. I'm about to let you know you made me so. So, listen, Spirit said all this flavor that you hearing up in your ear as far as the music, they need you to look at the toxic motherfucking nature of the shit. And the next song, remember that MTV show called Next, where it was like this tour bus, and the person would say next to whoever and allow the next person to come on the tour bus for like a brief date and everything, and then when they didn't like them, they was just like next. And look, MTV after school was the best. Anyway, it was very toxic. It was as toxic as Tyra Banks and America's Next Top Model. Anyway, we're not even gonna deep dive into her. Weave her alone. Weave her alone. Anyway, so the other song that came, that was like, I kept on hearing, nah, 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 nah. And I'm like, what the fuck is that song? What the fuck is that song? So not only is this person going crazy, thinking about you, and they finally realized that you were their true love, and they had a lot of time to think because you're all they seem to be thinking of. Now they know they need you each and every day. Fuck the rest of that damn song. I'm gonna put all the songs down in this. Well, these 3 songs down in the description because this person projecting a lot of fucking music your way, a whole lot of music your way. Anyway, but so I'm gonna put those songs down in the description. But then, not only did we go from crazy to me feeling like, light this motherfucker up. Whoever the fuck, I don't give a fuck who they is. I don't care if they're your mama. I don't care if they're ex. I don't care if it's a dog that ran away from home and all of a sudden want to come back. Leave that flea having motherfucker out there, okay? But then we went to fucking Axel F, the Beverly Hills Cop, where it was like, oh, well, I don't give a fuck what the hell they got. I don't give a fuck what they riding in. I don't give a fuck what the fuck they doing. I feel like a fucking rapper right now. Lock that motherfucker up. Still, lock them up. Keep them there. If they already there, keep them there. You know, but then again, we're not projecting any energy on anybody. They get what the fuck they deserve, okay? They get what the fuck they deserve and they get what the fuck they earn, okay? All right? Especially playing on your dime and your time. Anyway, so then, motherfucker, I started hearing nah. And I'm like, what fucking song is that? I got to Googling. It was giving me some other stuff. And then as I was about to sit down, I'm like, okay, so whoever this person is, they really do not want you to realize the angle that they have yet to realize of themselves. They don't want you to tell them about themselves as you have always done. You have always told this person about themselves before they even was able to experience their own life. So what the hell that motherfucker, the motherfucker who, you know, is a symbolic, shoot that duck out there. Shoot that duck out the shoot that duck. Don't even pecan duck that motherfucker. Don't even duck a la orange that motherfucker. Let that motherfucker fall. Let the wolves and the vultures get them, okay? But there was this person who was this dude. He told me, babe, I can't know anything that I'm not ready to know. I gotta learn things in my own time. And you know what? He was right. He was right. And at that point in time, I should have had that right. You right. So fuck you, mechanism. I should have had that. But no, this was during when I was willing to, stop my elevator ride at other motherfuckers' levels. Yeah, motherfucker, in order to get to this place, you had to go through a lot of toxic shit, okay? I've been through a lot of wondering. That's a conversation for me, myself, and I. Because that's all I got in the end. Can't make promises to, to others just by, because your word is bond. My word is bond, right? But okay, but anyway. And sometimes we had to go back and correct ourselves because we realized our word was bond due to a certain era, ERA, of ourselves that we were, which is also ERROR. Anyway, so the song, child, I know you like, but what was the song? What was the song? Honey, listen, if you are anywhere near the age that I am, okay, you gonna know around my age, the bracket of my age once I say this, right? It was motherfucking Chico DeBarge featuring Joe, No Guarantees. Honey, this fucking song is about a dude who talking about what he wanna do, but he wanna continue to fuck you. What he know that you won't, but he wanna continue to fuck you. He saying that, what is it? He had a little bedroom apartment. Something about to keep the rain off his baby face. So at least he got that. Fucking Joe, he said, I know you want me to buy you diamonds. And then he said, I want to buy you diamonds as soon as they increase my pay. Yeah. Look, go watch. I'm gonna post a video to that song, and when you watch that video, I need you to take away the sexual symbolism of everything, because that's where they had us fucked up as teens and tweens watching that fucking video. The video was like, ooh, so like, ooh, I'm gonna learn that dance. And motherfucker, I did learn the dance. I still know the dance. My muscle memory remembers that dance. As soon as I saw the video, I had to hold myself still like it was fucking Gorilla Glue on my ass. Okay? And yeah, I still remember it. It's crazy how your muscle memory, remind you how. I still know the whole Aaliyah dance to all the videos, especially that one. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. That's a fucking message to listen. Dust stuff off and try again. But then it was the other one. Anyway, we listen back to the mess, because this, do you see how I'm being distracted with, all these memory lane, back down memory lane? I see you standing there, such a happy, happy bear. Love beyond compare. Look at that. Look at that. And don't look. Don't stare into the light, Carrie Ann. Do not go into the light. Remember, it's monsters on the other side of there. And remember, in that movie, the mother had even went in and they needed to drop a rope out into the light in order to retrieve a Carrie Ann or whatever the fuck you say that little girl name. And it was a curse on that damn movie. Okay, listen. So Spirit is saying, do not go for all the bullshit of what the fuck this shit look like. Now we gonna read this turtle card again because we tend to forget when you wind up getting sucked in like the movie The Blob or Attack of the Killer Tomatoes or matter of fact, fucking Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Now remember, they Killer Clowns from Outer Space, they were making cotton candy cocoons. And it was nothing. And this is, ooh, that's why, honey, when I came in here first, I was going to say, I will tell you to get your popcorn, but you might choke on it after realizing what this message is about. Honey, that's why Spirit didn't want me to say get your popcorn, because it would have jeepers creeped your ass on some fucking goosebumps type shit. Because remember, if you ever seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space, if ever you saw popcorn around, that mean those little Jack in the Box creepy little motherfuckers was gonna be there. And it was nothing. Who was afraid of a few kernels of popcorns? Motherfucker, after that movie, you probably should have been. Okay? Every fucking thing. Just fucking shadow puppets and shit, and a dinosaur coming down and eating everybody on the bus stop. Now let's read this turtle calm card. Okay, now it says, the turtle's wisdom teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it with determination and sincerity. You may be encouraged to take a break in your busy life and look around or within you for more grounded and long-lasting solutions. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the tune of this. That's all right. So you probably been looking at this table like, what the hell is she reading off of that's on the table? Honey, it was a whole bunch of channeling. It was a whole bunch of channeling. But even forgetting what I did put down up on this table, I did arrange it how Spirit told me to do, because I am a spirit abiding. Yep, I am. Hold on. Listen, okay. So, yeah, I did lay everything. I wasn't gone that long for you, but anyway. Yeah, I did lay everything down on this table, and I got this pen in my hand. You know, if you hear click, click, clicking, it's this pen that I got up in my hand because, it ain't my problem. Anyway, because just the clicking is kind of, like soothing me right now. It's giving me something to, like fidget with. But anyway, so I did lay everything down like Spirit had told me to, right? But Spirit wants you to know, you looking at this here, there, lay it out. You probably like, what the fuck is going on? I've been channeling, and I forgot what I put down here. But yet and still, Spirit said that this is a gift from your motherfucking family. Because you learned to accept this type of abuse and shit from them. And I am going to post a video also down at the bottom in the description. And it's going to say down the rabbit hole. If ever you see me post something in the description that says down the rabbit hole, it's something that I feel may be a good educational purposes for you that may also help to further enlighten you into some in awareness of something, or that just might be something hee ha ha funny. I don't know. Maybe I need a category, but anyway, down the rabbit hole. But anyway, so honey, this was a gift from your family for you as the priestess to be dealing with karmic masculinity, for you not to know what authentic love was. They didn't want your ass to fucking know. Okay, they did not want you to know if love was if it was a feeling, if it was an action, or if it would, or what the fuck love was. They just did not want you to know. They wanted you to just be confused in every little thing that you do. Should stay between me and you. This things that we do should stay between me and you. Listen, that's Ja Rule and Ashanti, but I'm not hearing the lyric the way Ja Rule and Ashanti did. It's like every little thing that they did, your family did to you, was supposed to stay in that house. And so that way, however you went out into the world, oh, that was on you. So now then it's coming in with the Beverly Hills Cop anthem. That was the anthem of your fucking life. I never watched Beverly Hills Cop, but I know the instrumental. Like, ain't no fucking words to the song. at all. So it is just an instrumental. I know the instrumental as if I'm playing a shit on my own little fucking keyboard or recorder. Yeah, I said recorder or whatever the fuck the shit is. Okay, and listen, you that old if you know what the fuck a recorder is. Anyway, but you that young too. Anyway, so they wanted you to keep whatever happens in this house, stay in this house type shit. Whatever they do to you, they will deny. They will make you be the crazy one because you was the one exploiting what the fuck you should never tell someone. Because whatever happens in the house is supposed to be your house is supposed to be your sanctuary. So it's supposed to be in their place where they could let out their anger and their abuse onto whomever just so happened to be there. And the fact that you kept on speaking up gave them the understanding, oh, you motherfucker, you must like getting your ass whooped. You must like when I mentally fucking fuck you up and intimidate you. Okay, so listen. Your ancestors say you understand this now. And if you don't understand this now, if you don't understand it by now, honey, listen, you gonna fucking learn. Like I said, they've been giving you the answers, but you're gonna have to do that backwards ass math and figure out the resolution your fucking self. Anyway, so Spirit is also saying, okay, so the Spirit wants you to understand, like, this is the love offering that kept on being offered up to you, and that you were just like you were like that sample the samples that the free samples they give at the grocery store when you supposed to be purchased off of the shelf. You were giving yourself away like fucking free samples to motherfuckers who just wanted to experience you. And yes, I understand that we're all here to experience one another and that that's a part of life. But what have you learned due to your experience? Hey there, Chuck. Anyway, but yeah, so, Spirit said, they've been saying, hey, hello. This is all the shit that you've been through. This is all the shit up here that you've been going through. But hello, this is what we trying to show you. This is what we're trying to show you. Okay, Earth Angel, fine then. You want to keep on accepting those love offers. They're offers. They're not bids. They're not purchases. They're not of your free will. They're not of your free will. I'm counting. They're not of your free will. Okay? It was an offer and you accepted it due to your free will of your misalignment and your ununderstanding. But do know that this person, is people and a person. It's people and there's a person who are coming back in. They're wanting to work off of the base, this being your baseline energy, this up here being your baseline energy. Now, we gonna get back to this, but Spirit needs you to understand. Okay, notice I got the pen here. I'm feeling a little fancy, right? Spirit is saying, up here with bondage, mature woman, and your thoughts. Stop questioning if you're seeing things right. It's not even really about what you're seeing. It's about what you have been feeling. That familiar shit has been speaking to you. Do realize people lie, energy don't. Now you can ignore your energy like it's your child saying, "Mommy, I don't like that man because." Now, did you hear that? You could ignore your energy like it's a child, like it's your child that you birthed, saying, "Mommy, I don't like that man," or "Mommy, I don't like that woman." Honey, go back and watch Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls. Oh, we going real old school classes with this. Not that far back old, but just old enough, old and youthful enough. Okay, baby, yeah, you still got time. Don't think that this person is going to be your last chance and your last opportunity. Don't feel like, oh, well, really don't want to start back over. Why would you be okay with not starting over anew and afresh and being able to cut off sooner versus kickstarting and restarting some old ass shit that has studied your ass to the point that you created you to be their profession? That the Most High literally had to remove you from this person, to remove this person so from you. Honey, let me tell you, the one that it's been several ones in my life, but I'm the last. Honey, listen, trust in the divine, But what Spirit wants you to understand is that stop leaving yourself entrapped in this whole, am I thinking things out right? what you're thinking. You have to remember, this is why your heart and your mind, your logic and your feelings, your logic and emotions have such a fucking complex, chaotic, toxic ass relationship. Not even really coexistence with each other. It's that fucking tug of war of like only one can win. No, this is where balance resides. When you get your logic and your emotions in complete alignment of the fucking cooperation and understanding of what's right for your spirit. Fuck everybody else's spirit when it comes down to shit like this. Fuck that love and light shit. Now, you'd be love and light for yourself. Let everybody else see you as the villain in their fucking story. But as Spirit was saying, yeah, this was a gift from your family. This was a gift from your family. So if you ever felt that you really related to, like, I can't stand Disney movies, but I understand them. They so toxic. But anyway, if you ever felt like you related to the person who seemed to needed rescue in these fairy tale equations and everything, and you were proud of them at the end because they rescued themselves. Or if they, you were like, oh, my Prince Charming is here. Spirit said, fuck that Prince Charming shit. You need to go back and you need to reevaluate. Confirmation. You need to reevaluate everything that you have taken in up until this point. Just like we said with that fucking Chico DeBarge video. Now, it has nothing to do with the fact that Chico DeBarge was the youngest DeBarge from the DeBarge family. It has nothing to do with the fact that his family had a claim to fame. Or I forget which DeBarge they said messed around with Janet Jackson and was married to Janet. Think that motherfucker was abusive. But Chico had his own shit and everything else. But from what I got from the song is that they, back in what it was in 97, they very much so shine a light on making a dude who just got out of prison look sexy. A dude who can't make any guarantees to you be sexy and say, baby, just wait on me. Just wait on me, baby, with the pimp voice. Okay? Just go back and honey, don't cling on to these nostalgic ass memories of your upbringing as if like, oh my goodness, they're ruining my childhood. No, honey, your childhood ruined you. Because why are you going through so much that you're going through as an adult? Anyway, let's go ahead. You're gonna construct and figure that shit out. There was another answer. Now go deconstruct that and right. Anyway, so the destruction, this shit was taken to court. Now the fact that you were unwilling and incapable of understanding where your fight back or your bounce back should have been, yeah, you was in the court. Destruction and poverty. You definitely was. But Spirit said they've been trying to say to you, hello, be single, sexy, and successful. You don't need nobody right now. You need to work on you. Maybe you one of those people who definitely been ignoring when the elders, when you was younger, saying, I think you should be by yourself for a while. You was like, nah, you just don't want me to have love. You just don't want me to have anybody. You just jealous because he loves me, Mom. Listen, even people who did not do right towards you gave you good advice. It was just them not being able to get the good advice to you because they had already tainted the well with you of their character. But Spirit said there go an important message for you. Look back at things that your toxic parent or toxic people in your life that evidently abused you in some way, form, or fashion. They gave you good advice. It was just the damage was already done in regards to you being able to trust them. Now, they're saying, hello, hey, it's me. Let's go ahead and heal this about you. Be by yourself. Stop trying to be with someone who is in wounded energy as well. And then that's the other thing. Are we gonna do a part 2 of this? I don't know, but that's the other thing. So Spirit is saying that the people who you also been dealing with, that you've been in engagement with, because you ain't got to be married in order to be married to something. You're married to something just by simply being there. You're engaged to something just by simply engaging with that something. You have been having a lot of relationships and situationships and coexistentionships where y'all playing tug of war about, but why don't I matter? We're always working on your problems. We're always working on your problems. Right? The Spirit say you want your problems to be worked out. Be by yourself. You can't work on your problems in a space that hurts you. You can't work on your problem with spaces that share trauma bonds with you. You need to be by yourself. So this message is more than just about that person who trying to knock at your door and pop up on you and everything else, trying to romanticize you with message. Spirit say you really don't want them. What did it say? What did it say? It said you may be encouraged to take a break in your busy life and look around or within you for more grounded and long lasting solutions. Okay, confirmation with the dog across the way barking. Hey, baby. Anyway, but yeah, so spirit, you gotta have trust. Spirit said once again, you've been manipulated a lot. You've been manipulated. You've been abused. Okay, but spirit needs you to understand. Need you to understand and know and pay attention to and get credit where credit is due. Get that spiritual credit where credit is due. Okay, get your ancestors their credit. Okay. They say clean your altar. Now go on to the altar. Remember what I taught you. Keep your heart 3 stats. Keep your heart. Keep your heart 3 stats. Keep your heart. These hoes out here smart. And look, throw them bows. Because hoes, listen, hoes in different area codes. It's the dude who's the hoe. Because he's the hoe. He's the hoe. Hoe, you know you's a hoe. Cadillac grills, all that shit. All that flashy shit. Motherfucker, listen. And they say hoes go by and get 40-40. Hoes go doll themselves up and so they can get attention. Them hoes do, and I'm talking about them male hoes. They chase after the money. They get all the money and everything else to doll themselves up to make themselves look shiny, sparkly with no fucking guarantees. But they want to be picked. They're the true pick-me's, okay? Listen. You knows a hoe when you knows a hoe. Okay, you knows a hoe when you knows it's a hoe. Okay, and you might even knows it's a hoe because you might have been a bit of a hoe. But then again, you might not have even been a hoe. You were just a damaged person and did not understand that you weren't supposed to be doing certain things before other things came before. But you might have felt that that was the only thing that you were worth, and you might have felt that that was the only thing of value about you, the only thing that kept people around and stuff like that. But you know what? You're grown out of that. You're grown out of that, okay? Not you grew out of it, you're grown out of that. All right. So, rebels, also as well, Spirit wants you to listen, have faith, have understanding. If you ain't got that, get that. All right. In regards to the abuse, Spirit said they needed you to travel away and so you can see that you was this mentally, emotionally unstable. They needed you to see that. They needed you to separate yourself from this shit. And so you can see and realize that you were mentally and emotionally unstable. And they also say, stay away from the fucking alleys. Like the alleys, the gangways and all that other shit or whatever the fuck they call them up in your city. Stay the fuck away from them. All right. Now, in regards to the opposition, if I was, honey, you weren't the opposition. They was. All right. Sweetheart, you very well now. Keep this rich motherfucker and they false narratives away from you. They are expecting for your ass to come back around and let their ass in. They definitely are. We already talked about that stuff. So, honey, now listen. You got 6666. Pause the video. Read that for yourself. Did we get that clip? Great blessings. Great blessings out here. Okay, rebels, I love you and I adore you, but you gotta go ahead and go live your life and make it do what it needs to do for you, babe. All right, take care of yourself now. Go rebels.